Welcome to our show, where we delve into the lives of fascinating individuals who have left an indelible mark on history. Today, we're going to explore the life of Ava Gardner, a woman whose beauty, talent, and tumultuous personal life have captivated audiences for generations. Born on December 24, 1922, in Grabtown, North Carolina, Ava's early years were marked by hardship, simplicity, and a deep connection to the natural world. In the rural landscape of Johnston County, where tobacco fields stretched as far as the eye could see, Ava spent her childhood surrounded by the rhythms of farm life. Her parents, Jonas and Mary Elizabeth Gardner, were tenant farmers, struggling to make ends meet during the Great Depression. The family's modest home, a small wooden house with a tin roof, stood at the edge of a vast, rolling landscape where Ava would often wander, lost in thought and imagination. The scent of tobacco and fresh earth filled the air as Ava explored the woods, creeks, and fields surrounding her home. This idyllic yet challenging environment instilled in her a strong work ethic and an appreciation for the beauty of nature. Ava's family was a close-knit one, with 7 children, each contributing to the household chores and farm work. Her parents, though poor, valued education and encouraged their children to pursue their passions. Ava's mother, Mary Elizabeth, was a former schoolteacher who instilled in her children a love of reading and learning. The family would often gather around the radio, listening to news, music, and stories, which sparked Ava's imagination and curiosity about the world beyond Grabtown. Ava's education began at the local one-room schoolhouse, where she excelled in her studies, particularly in English and literature. She was an avid reader, devouring books from the school library and developing a passion for poetry and storytelling. Her teachers recognized her talent and encouraged her to pursue her interests, which would later shape her career as an actress. Ava's love of reading and learning was further nurtured by her mother, who would often read to her and her siblings from classic novels and poetry. In 1941, Ava's family moved to Newport News, Virginia, in search of better economic opportunities. This move marked a significant turning point in Ava's life, exposing her to urban life and broadening her horizons. She worked as a waitress at the local diner, where she met people from all walks of life, honing her social skills and developing a sense of confidence that would serve her well in her future career. Ava's interest in photography and modeling was sparked during this period, as she began posing for her brother-in-law's camera. These early experiences taught her the value of presentation and the power of visual expression, which would later become essential tools in her acting career. Ava's natural beauty and charisma in front of the camera were evident from the start, and she quickly became comfortable with the idea of being photographed and admired. As we explore Ava's formative years, we see a young woman driven by ambition, curiosity, and a desire for more. Her early life, marked by hardship and simplicity, instilled in her a strong work ethic, an appreciation for nature, and a passion for learning. Ava's relationships with her family members also played a significant role in shaping her personality and aspirations. Her close bond with her mother, Mary Elizabeth, was particularly influential, as she encouraged Ava to pursue her dreams and supported her through the ups and downs of her early life. Ava's siblings, too, had a profound impact on her development, as they shared stories, laughter, and adventures that helped shape her worldview. With her beauty, talent, and determination, she is ready to embark on a journey that will lead her to the heights of Hollywood stardom. Her interest in photography and modeling was sparked during this period, as she began posing for her brother-in-law's camera. These early experiences taught her the value of presentation and the power of visual expression, which would later become essential tools in her acting career. In 1941, Ava's photograph was seen by a talent scout from MGM, who was immediately struck by her beauty and charisma. She was offered a screen test, which led to a contract with the studio, and Ava soon found herself on a train to Hollywood, ready to begin her journey as an actress. The year was 1941, and Ava was just 18 years old, with a fierce determination to make it big in the film industry. Ava's early days in Hollywood were marked by intense training and preparation. She took classes in acting, dancing, and singing, determined to hone her craft and prove herself as a talented actress. She worked tirelessly, often for long hours, to perfect her skills and learn from the experienced actors and directors around her. Her big break came with a small role in the 1942 film We Were Dancing, followed by more substantial roles in films like Pillow Talk and The Hucksters. As Ava's career gained momentum, she found herself drawn into the glamorous world of Hollywood's elite. She attended lavish parties, met famous stars, and became known for her stunning beauty and captivating personality. Her personal life was also becoming increasingly complicated as she navigated the challenges of fame and the attention that came with it. In 1942, Ava married Mickey Rooney, a charismatic actor and singer who was one of the most popular stars of the time. The marriage was tumultuous, marked by periods of intense passion and fiery arguments. Despite the challenges in her personal life, Ava's career continued to soar. She appeared in a string of successful films, including The Killers and Whistle Stop, showcasing her range and versatility as an actress. Her performances were often praised by critics, who noted her unique blend of vulnerability and strength on screen. Ava's co-stars also admired her talent and dedication, with many becoming close friends and confidants. In the late 1940s and early 1950s, Ava's career reached new heights as she appeared in some of the most iconic films of the era. Her performance in The Bribe, 1949, earned her critical acclaim, while her role in Mogambo, 1953, cemented her status as a leading lady. Ava's personal life was also becoming more stable, as she married Artie Shaw, a renowned musician and bandleader, in 1945. The marriage was marked by periods of happiness and tranquility, but ultimately ended in divorce in 1946. Throughout the 1950s, Ava continued to dazzle audiences with her performances on screen. She appeared in films like The Barefoot Contessa, 1954, and On the Beach, 1959, working with some of the most talented directors and actors of the time. Her personal life remained complicated, with a string of high-profile relationships and marriages that kept the press and public fascinated. She was also driven by a fierce ambition and a willingness to take risks, both on and off screen. Ava's story is one of transformation and growth, as she navigates the challenges and triumphs that shape her career and cement her place as an icon of the silver screen. With her beauty, talent, and captivating personality, Ava Gardner remains one of the most fascinating women of Hollywood's golden age, a true legend whose story continues to inspire and captivate audiences around the world. As the 1960s dawned, Ava found herself facing a new set of challenges. Her marriage to Frank Sinatra, which had begun with so much promise in 1951, was coming to an end. The couple's tumultuous relationship, marked by intense passion and fiery arguments, finally ended in divorce in 1957. Despite this personal setback, Ava continued to dazzle audiences on screen, appearing in films like The Sun Also Rises, 1957, and On the Beach, 1959. One of Ava's most iconic roles during this period was her portrayal of Maxine Falk in John Huston's 1964 film The Night of the Iguana. This complex, nuanced performance earned her critical acclaim and solidified her status as one of Hollywood's leading ladies. Ava's preparation for the role was meticulous, involving extensive research and rehearsals with her co-stars, including Richard Burton and Deborah Kerr. In addition to her film work, Ava became increasingly involved in charitable causes during the 1960s. She was a longtime supporter of the American Cancer Society and worked tirelessly on behalf of several other organizations, using her fame to raise awareness and funds for important social issues. Ava's commitment to philanthropy was inspired by her own experiences with loss and hardship, including the death of her father at a young age and her struggles with personal demons. Ava's personal life remained complicated throughout the 1960s and 1970s. She married Robert Surtees, a film director, in 1959, but the marriage ended in divorce just a few years later. Despite these setbacks, Ava continued to work steadily, appearing in films like 55 Days at Peking, 1963, and The Bible, 1966. Her performances were often praised by critics, who noted her unique blend of vulnerability and strength on screen. As the 1970s drew to a close, Ava began to slow down, both personally and professionally. She had suffered a series of minor strokes and was struggling with the physical and emotional toll of a lifetime of heavy smoking and drinking. Despite these challenges, Ava remained fiercely independent and continued to work on her own terms, appearing in films like The Cassandra Crossing, 1976, and City on Fire, 1979. Ava Gardner passed away on January 25, 1990, at the age of 67, leaving behind a legacy as one of Hollywood's most fascinating and talented stars. Her impact on popular culture continues to be felt today, with her iconic films and unforgettable performances remaining widely popular among audiences around the world. That's all for today's biography with Plutarch. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, remember that understanding the lives of remarkable individuals helps us better understand ourselves.